As in chemistry, we have a periodic table, in the same manner we have one in physics too, known as the Standard Model of Particles. So let's take a cell from your body, which can be divided into a molecule. A molecule can be further divided into an atom, and we all know that the atoms are made up of subatomic particles known as the protons, neutrons, and the electrons. But wait! After the 1960s, it was discovered by the scientists that the protons and neutrons are still further made up of the elementary particles. In order to understand that, we must first need to know what are the ingredients of the universe. So the ingredients can be broadly classified into two categories: the matter, which makes up everything and can be named as fermions, and the forces, which bind the matter together and can be named as the bosons. The fermions are further classified into quarks and leptons. The quarks are of 6 types: the up quark and down quark in generation 1, the charm quark and strange quark in generation 2, and the top quark and bottom quark in generation 3. The up quark consists of a positive 2/3 charge, and the down quark has a negative 1/3 charge. The knowledge of these charges brings us to another question as to why the proton has a positive 1 charge and why the neutron has a 0 charge. Because the proton consists of 2 up quarks and a down quark, which on summation gives positive 1 charge, and the neutron consists of 2 down quarks and 1 up quark, which on summation gives a 0 charge. The leptons can be classified into again 6 particles: the electrons, the muons, and the tau. With the respective neutrinos, the fermions are held together by the forces known as the bosons. And in the quantum scale, the forces are caused by the exchanging of particles. And hence, the particle responsible for the electromagnetic forces are the photons. We have the gluons for the strong nuclear forces, and for the weak nuclear forces, we have the Z bosons and the W bosons. For gravity, we have gravitons, but they are hypothetical and under research. So now you know what are the ingredients that make up the universe.